What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Lever Talks. My name is Rob, and today we are talking about UFC Fight Night London, coming up in July 23rd, 2022, so a couple months away. And it seems that Darren Till and Jack Hermansson have actually agreed to fight, which is a very interesting matchup. I think it's going to be a very good idea to test. It's going to test Till's wrestling, right? He's been at the All-Star Sweden camp with training with Khamzat Chimaev, obviously probably one of the greatest wrestlers to have graced the octagon, yet we haven't seen all of his skill set yet. And I think it's going to be a very interesting matchup because Hermansson does come from predominantly a wrestling background. Also on that card, we're going to see Curtis Blades in the Aspinall fight, and there's probably going to be a potential Paddy Pimblett fight, would be my guess, certainly if it's UFC London, though I haven't heard anything on that yet personally. Let me know if there has been anything. So Till, yeah, Till's coming off. He's coming off a few losses, isn't he? He's coming off. Just gonna read the list here. He's coming off the Derek Brunson loss, which he got out wrestled, pretty much out wrestled continuously. He had a Robert Whittaker loss, and he beat Kelvin Gastelum. I can never say his last name. And he got knocked out by Jorge Masvidal before that, and obviously Tyron Woodley. He got choked out before that too. So he's won 1 in 4. It's not good for Darren Till. So Darren Till obviously, went back to the drawing board, said, look, I'm going to go back, start training. And he kind of took a bit of time off, bit of a mental break because he wasn't having much success, gained a little bit of weight, right? If you haven't had a chance, have a look through Khamzat Chimaev's YouTube, and there'll be the whole thing where he joined All Stars. And, Till's looking in great shape now if you've seen any of the most recent videos. So it's going to be really interesting. I think it's going to be a really interesting fight. And he's going to obviously have Khamzat in his corner. And he's going to bring a different level of wrestling that you've never seen from Till before. So he's going to have his stand-up, which he's known for, and then he's going to have this additional tool set of potential wrestling, which will be very interesting to see. And then you've got Jack Hermansson's also coming off. I think he's lost. So looking at the list here, he's lost 2 out of the last 3. So he fought Sean Strickland, lost on a split decision there, and he beat Shab Bazan, sorry if I'm saying that name wrong. He lost that in mid 2021, unanimous decision, and then he lost to Vettori before that, and he won against Kevin Gastelum. Again, sorry I said the name wrong. And before that, he lost to Jared Cannonier. I mean, Jared Cannonier so far probably one of the best upcoming welterweights in the division. So very interesting indeed. I think it was maybe a little bit strategic to put Jack Hermansson against it, being that Khamzat did recently wrestle him in kind of that one-on-one wrestling competition, which Khamzat dominated. So I'm kind of wondering whether or not that may be a bit of a thought process, because really Till needs that win, right? He really needs that win to kind of get his mental mindset back on where it should be. And I think if Till wins, then that kind of pushes him up. I don't know if it necessarily pushes him up the ranks by any means, but I think it definitely, I think it definitely opens up some doors for him coming into that kind of back into that upper echelon. He's just got to be careful who they put him up against within welterweight, within middleweight. I wouldn't mind seeing a Till Vettori. That would actually probably be a pretty good fight, just from a chatting shit perspective, right? Because they both like to go at it. And really more than anything, Vettori's not really a knockout threat, right? Vettori's kind of very high volume, low power. I've never really seen Vettori kind of knock someone out in one punch, even in the last few fights. I'm not saying that you probably couldn't knock someone out by any means, but that's how I've seen it, right? He's just very high volume, a lot of grappling and those types of things. I wouldn't actually mind seeing that fight in the future. Now, I'm not ruling Jack Hermansson out, right? Jack Hermansson's, he's been in the game for a long time, but I think Till coming in with a fresh mindset, coming in with the kind of the new fight team behind him into this fight, and the fact he's fighting in London, I think is definitely a big thing. I mean, it's if he loses, it's a big knock on his confidence again, and that would be a big concern. And that means he's lost 5 out of 1, right? So the UFC are going to start thinking, okay, well, this guy's lost 5 fights. you know, is he worth keeping around? He is a big personality within UFC, right? He's well renowned, but there is a stage where you have to go, okay, you know, he keeps losing. What's the next step? So we'll kind of see what happens there. I'm hoping Till gets the win. I like Jack Hermansson. I got nothing against him. You know, he's got 22 wins, 7 losses in the UFC. He's still at a prime age. He's 34. He's still got plenty left in the tank. I don't think there's anything really that he could do wrong. It's just depends on what he brings to the Till fight, because Till's gonna want to win, right? Till's gonna have the fight and the will to win and put what he can and put everything he's learned in the last fucking, you know, year at training at All Stars is to go out there and get that win. And certainly the fact that his best bud Khamzat Chimaev just got a recent win over Gilbert Burns, which put him into fucking rank number 2 or 3, right? Yeah, 3. I mean, we'll see how it goes, but let me know what you guys think about that fight. I mean, I think UFC London's going to be a big event. I mean, you got Aspinall Blades fight, which again is another fight I'm quite surprised they made. I'm surprised they didn't give Aspinall someone a little bit higher up, but Curtis Blades I think is ranked 4 right now, so that would be an interesting fight, because Blades is coming off a 1 or 2 wins, and Aspinall has obviously been fairly undefeated within the UFC, and needs a bit of a challenge, I think. So definitely interesting. And then we'll see if they put together a Paddy Pimblett fight. That's the other thing too. Are they going to put another Paddy Pimblett fight together for London? I mean, it would be stupid not to, right? But yeah, we'll see what happens, guys. Let me know what you think. Leave me a comment down below. Interested to hear what you guys have to say about UFC London, those who are maybe in the UK. Interested to know. I'm actually in the UK during that time. So exciting times. Maybe July 23rd. Maybe, never know. Bit late for me. I gotta, yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching. Leave me a comment down below, and if you haven't already, hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit that little bell that notifies you the next time I drop a video, and I will see you all on the next one.